Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us today. This is your host, Iram Saeed, with the Global Telesummit series From Heartache to Joy. You know, it's interesting. It's the 24th of May, and in June, it is going to be our 10th year. It's so cool. It's going to be our anniversary in June, and it'll be our 10th year. Oh, yeah, I just realized it, Don, when talking to you before the call. So this is a big anniversary. I should tell Nyla and Gretchen to do something about it. But
congratulations.
Really cool. Thank you. It's been a wonderful, wonderful ride and a beautiful journey of 10 years. So everybody, today's call, I am personally so excited because this is something I thought about a couple of months ago. And I was thinking, because I was on the fence, like so many of us, we have heard so many things about this COVID. Like, is it man-made? Is it God-made? Is it natural or not? Is it weaponized? So all of us were caught up in so many conspiracy theories and controversies, and who knows what the truth is. I still don't know. My jury's out, and there's a lot of evidence on both sides, so I don't know. And I've stopped worrying about it. And then, of course, we had to deal with the question of to get vaccinated or not, And I personally was still on the fence till March of this year. And then in April in Pakistan, we had a pretty serious second wave. I mean, some people call it the third wave, but whichever wave it was serious. Literally, this was where there was no household that did not have a case of COVID, and usually it was multiple family members. And you could literally, you could call up someone or ask people like, hey, is everybody doing okay? And you would find out that 10, 15 people that are pretty close to you, either they are or somebody close to them is going through some pretty serious symptoms. And then somebody very close to me, an aunt that I was very close to, she got COVID, and right in front of us, I mean, within weeks, she was gone. And so I realized this is now, it was real, it was very serious. And because of my aunt going through the experience of COVID and getting hospitalized, and the doctors did everything that they could. And I realized, by the way, that there is a lot of help available now. There are a lot of medicines, there are life-saving drugs that are being used currently as long as they are administered early on. There are a lot of different medications that doctors have found that do work as long as they're used early on. In my aunt's case, unfortunately, she spent 10 days home without taking any medication. She was in denial. So she, by the time she got to the doctors, it was already too late. So I got to talk to a lot of doctors. I talked to physicians. My own brother is one. And so the decision was made for me. And this is for me, and I respect everybody's choice. This is so important to respect everybody's choice, because there are still some people that are going to choose not to get vaccinated. And there are some that are choosing to get vaccinated. So I did get vaccinated, because for me now, it was a no-brainer, because the benefits of having a vaccine far outweighed the risks. Because now I saw with my own eyes what can happen and how quickly it can happen. So I got vaccinated. I've had my first dose, and I still have a lot of questions about the vaccine. I still didn't know what are the side effects, what's going to happen. And the one thing I did know after doing all my research and discussing with doctors was that so far, and it can change, but so far, all of the vaccines that are out there that are being used in the world, you can still get infection after being fully vaccinated, but you will not get serious or critical disease. So you're not going to end up in a hospital. You're not going to need oxygen and stuff like that. There's not a single case of a fully vaccinated person, and fully vaccinated is a person whose body has already started to produce the antibodies. So you've had the vaccine now for a few weeks, and now your body it has the antibodies. So a fully vaccinated person has not ended up in the hospital after, they were fully vaccinated. So that was a big deal for me. And that's what made the choice for me. And I said, well, wait a minute. I run this platform, one of the largest platforms of energy healers in the world. Why can't we come up with something that can mitigate the side effects of vaccines? And so I asked Nyla and Gretchen immediately to get in touch with Dawn, because so far, as a medical intuitive, as a body worker, as an intuitive energy healer, I think she's one of the top two that I have ever worked with, honestly. I mean, whenever my family has something, she's the one that I go to. And now that I was getting vaccinated, my dad has gotten vaccinated, my brother, my daughters, I needed something like this. And I said, Dawn, we've got to, and she of course said, yes, I can totally do this. And I've, been thinking about this. This is something we need to do. I said, and we need to make it available to everybody, because I think a lot of people are going to, either they have already made the choice, or they're thinking about making a choice, or they're going to make the choice maybe a few months down the road. And this is something that is going to be super helpful. So that's why I'm excited about today's call. And I wanted to give you guys the background. Complete vaccine protection, protect your body, and supercharge your immune system. You are going to discover on today's call how you can quickly and easily enhance the quality of your health starting today. Learn how to completely detox, so you can balance out the effects of toxic chemicals, plus supercharge your immune system. Get the support you need to feel confident in your COVID-19 vaccine decision. Learn how to shield and protect yourself against any chronic illness from the COVID-19 vaccine now and in the future. Discover how to clear up infections and restore balance and harmony at the cellular level. These are all very important things. Just because we're deciding to get the vaccination does not mean we are undermining the importance of natural immunity or good health. A little bit about Dawn. Dawn Crystal is an internationally recognized voice sound healer. She's a direct channel to God, the Creator, medical intuitive, respective intuitive life coach, soul reader, pain release expert, and best-selling author of 5 books. She is known as a leading transformational expert, incorporating ancient wisdom for modern-day success. She has recently been interviewed on the Today Show, Dr. Oz, Rachel Ray, The View, etc. Since early 2017, Dawn has done a live biweekly program partnering at the Learning Strategies Corporation called Sound Healing Silent Clearings. Let us welcome my dear friend and one of my favorite healers, Dawn Crystal, back to the show. Welcome, my dear. Great to have you.
Aram, I'm so humbly grateful to be back again, and a big aloha to you, Aram, and everybody here from Maui, Hawaii. And I just want to say welcome to our soul family, everybody. I'm so grateful to be back with you, Aram. You know me, I'm just excited to be here early in the morning, and I'm still up and ready with no caffeine. I don't drink any caffeine.
Awesome.
I just wake up like this. Yeah. So thank you so much for that introduction.
So Dawn,
I'm very grateful.
Well, I am grateful to you for, jumping up and saying yes, because I was frankly quite worried. And, of course, there was fear also, like, am I doing the right thing? Am I not doing the right thing? And that it just I had already made the decision, but then I had so much peace of mind afterwards when you said, yes, I can totally do this. Let's talk about that a little bit. How is it possible to detox from the COVID-19 vaccine, or any vaccine for that matter, and their harmful side effects?
Well, Aram, thank you. And it's, like I said, it's a very touchy subject right now. And my goal today is just to get everybody here in a state of ease in the highest, I call it the highest vibration, okay? Really, and as I always say, God's frequency, really aligning to what we truly are, beyond us being in our physical bodies. Now we see, Aram, and you've just explained a lot, and I of course, I'm up on top of it. I have a lot of friends that are scientists, so I hear everything, okay? But beyond what the stories that I'm hearing in the physical, I still always know that I'm so more beyond this physical realm, or the 3D, if you want to call it. And that's really what, for me, it's keeping me steadfast, okay? Because as you know, Aram, there's so much fear, just throughout the world. And of course, there's a lot of, people sick and everything. But when you even asked me, I just want to kind of mention this too. I did meditate on this before I even, I had to make sure that my soul was aligned to this. I meditated for a week just to make sure and how I would bring this because, in fact, like I said, because it's such a touchy subject right now. But my soul said yes, and the main thing for our call today is to really let people know that, yes, there is going to always be some kind of disease going out in the world, and the main thing for us to know is that my goal as a healer, I guess, is to really let people know who they really truly are, which is a divine being from our Creator God, okay? And when we really know that on a very deep level, in some ways it creates, I would say for sure, it creates us to be at a higher level or a higher vibration, and really it brings more peace into us, okay, meaning that we're not really stuck in the whirlwind of this COVID morphic field right now, which I call it the COVID morphic field, Aram. It's the field of fear that is raging through the planet. And the thing I want to be very, very truthful about this energy of fear that's really it's worldwide, okay? People get kind of, if you're not really sure about who you are and you have your deep fears from maybe something that happened to you in this lifetime, or maybe, it's just some stuff you haven't worked on that's from past lifetimes. It could even be ancestral. It really can bring you into a very deep or dark, or I call it a heavy place, or you just kind of get caught into this field of this COVID field, I call it, morphic field. And it really kind of compounds on things. And it really can, in some ways, I really feel that what's going on in the world is really feeding on our deep fears, if you really want to know the truth, Aram. So my goal is to get everybody up to the highest state of vibration. I'm talking about physically as well, everybody. I'm talking about our bodies, everybody, were created by God Creator, okay? Our bodies were really designed, including our immune system, everybody, to handle anything, handle any viruses, even super viruses or whatever they want to call variances that are happening out there. But really, in reality, our bodies really here in this lifetime and every lifetime are really here to take care of ourselves. And it's our bodies are so, magnificent and intricate, the way all our systems and our body just flow, everybody. No, we don't have to think about our body digesting. We don't need to think about our heart beating perfectly every day, perfectly unless you have a health problem, rhythmically perfect, our lungs breathing, everybody. They does it every day for every living creature on this planet. Isn't that kind of amazing? And it does it without us thinking. And my goal is to really bring people back home to who they truly be. And once they really know who they are, I can tell you, I've seen people have any kind of virus. If you want to call it flu or COVID, I've seen people get better right away. I've worked with people every day, clients, and it's all about aligning ourselves and really clearing out. If there is a fear in the way, we clear it. And it's like, wow, after I bring people up to their highest vibration, that's one of my gifts, Aram, is I bring in sound from the divine creator of all of life. I call it God. You can call it source, fine. But I really align people to really who they truly be, because sometimes, Aram, when we do have a moment of fear, it can kind of lower our connection, I guess, in some ways, to our divine self.
Yes.
And once we really connect back into our divine self and ground ourselves really to this planet that, everybody's, really a lot of fear. They're afraid to really ground on the planet, really ground on the planet of loving Mother Earth, by the way. Things, things will happen in life, but they don't compound. This is what we're seeing is the compounding of just, oh my God, okay, you see this and that, and then everybody gets in this whirlwind, and it really just creates more density in the world and more low vibration. So I'm covering it from every aspect as much as I can in the most simplest, easiest way, because I'm looking at it from somebody who has been vaccinated. I respect whatever you do. I'm very neutral, everybody, okay? I'm not here to point out what's right and what's wrong, because that's not my job. My job is to really help you understand who you really are from the inside out of the divine creator being that has perfect health, really even beyond whatever you've had happening to you in this lifetime, and get your body back to being where it's supposed to be. So this way, if you do get COVID, or say if you do get COVID, okay, well, it's not going to take effect on you like everybody else who's maybe not so aligned to their true self or their higher, I call it their soul, if you want to call it, okay? So that kind of puts it in a nutshell, Aram, how I feel about it, because I respect. I think this, like you said, it's a very personal thing, and I think I've been watching the world. I watched what was going on in India. I understand what's going on, but I also can see beyond what's really happening here, okay? And I don't even get into, where it was created, if it was by a bat or it was in a lab, whatever, whatever.
Let's not get caught up in the story, because it's
yeah.
When you begin to understand that even if it was lab made or whatever. Nothing in this world can happen without divine consent. So there is divine consent, and that's for whatever purpose. And we don't truly understand. We can't claim to understand how the divine works. So our job is to take care of our own backyard, right? It's like, let's take care of ourselves. And one of the most important things right now is to be loving and having compassion for both sides, people that don't want to take it and people that do decide to take it. I've seen such horrific, personal attacks on social media from both sides. It's like, and a lot of it is, of course, fear-driven. And here's the thing, because you mentioned fear too. It is so important to understand that right now, fear is your biggest enemy. Why? Because like Dawn said, our bodies are designed to be magnificent. They are super healers. They can do all of that stuff. But in order to do that, you've got to be connected to source. And that's where we draw our strength. That's where we get all that magnificence and magic and miracles. We've got to be connected to source. And what breaks this connection to source is lies, right? It's an untruth is going to create separation between ourselves and source, and fear always comes from a lie. Truth and fear can't exist together. So if there is fear, there is some kind of untruth that we are harboring or hosting, allowing it to take place in ourselves. So I agree with you, Dawn, that oh my God, if we want to start taking care of our immunity, we got to get rid of fear and instead have compassion for ourselves and for others. Very, very important. So I want to continue. I want to ask you more specifically, because the COVID-19 vaccine, they're all so new. We don't know all of the details on what the long-term side effects are going to be or if there are going to be any. Is it possible to protect yourself against any chronic illness in the future that could be caused by this vaccine?
Well, I was told, it is my guidance, okay? I do connect it with my soul every day before I even step out of my house. And I really feel that from my soul is that some things we have signed up for, I really believe before we came in this lifetime to experience on a soul level. Okay, I'm not talking just COVID-19. I'm talking about any experience, okay? Because us as human beings, I understand that we want our lives to be, belt our seatbelts in, maybe sometimes as tight as we can, and go through life just cruising through it, right? And some people are really lucky. They can cruise through life and not have issues, but not my case. My whole life has been, from day one of my life, Aram, as I explained my story from years ago when I first came on the show, that, my life has been very hard from day one. And I really believe that all my experiences of my whole life being so hard has really made me who I am today, to be just connected really strong to my soul, because I really soul searched everybody at a very young age, really, because I had to, because I didn't have any support from myself outside. So what I'm trying to say is my soul says, yes, we're all going to have some experiences in this lifetime. It could be the virus, maybe. I can tell you one thing, Aram. This is the true thing. Can I explain this? Because this is a true story. Years ago, years ago, before I knew I had healing abilities, this is before I woke up. Many years ago, I just was me, just worked a job, But I had the regular flu. They didn't have this back then. This is maybe over 25 years ago. But I got the flu, everybody, and right away, really bad. And I did, unfortunately, I did get a flu shot the day before. But I'm not blaming that. But what I'm trying to say is that at that time when I had the flu, I thought I was going to die too, okay? I mean, it was so bad, and I think after that I never did. But the point of the being is that I wasn't connected to my soul back then, and I was just connected to my mom, because my mom, even though she was not very, maybe a loving mom, she was in really deep fear. And all I do is remember being around her as a child. Of course, and anyone gets sick, she would think it was like, oh my God, you're going to die. And you really picked up that strong belief system as a child. And when I did get the flu, it was pretty bad, okay? It was to the point where I remember I was almost hospitalized. So what I'm trying to say is years later, as I became an adult and I became conscious of what was really happening in my life and what I needed to heal, because I really feel, Aaron, with all this, there's a good beyond all this, what we're seeing here. I see the good. I see, yes, this COVID is happening, and yes, it's horrible what's happening and all these people dying. But at the same time, I really feel, and I'm not saying the divine is making this happen, but I just see that it's kind of forcing people to go inside and somehow, okay, you got the COVID. There's something, I always say that there's something within ourselves that are kind of maybe attracting to low vibration. So that could be some maybe trauma that you had earlier this lifetime or some belief systems like I took on from my family that we have to address, meaning you have the most magnificent people that are on your show, Aram, and, I'm grateful to be here too, healers. Maybe we need to start going inside and start digging deep and really start clearing out what are these deep fears. What is really keeping me so contracted and really connected to the 3D world, okay? I'm not saying that we're not living in the 3D world. We are. But I'm talking about just really, really clearing out our stuff that is keeping us dense, low vibration. And a lot of that I really know for a fact that is really creating a lot more problems with this virus, because it's really, a lot of it is unconscious fear, Hiram, okay? It's not even the fear of just being conscious, okay? So, again, I believe in very, very strongly to clear out our old wounds, which is traumas, whatever it is, knowing or not knowing, and really aligning ourselves to our soul and our high vibration. And I can tell you, you may have something happen to you, but it's not going to be as severe as what it would normally be if somebody was not so, doing their spiritual work, or you want to call it their physical work of clearing out their density in themselves. Do you know what I'm saying, Aram?
I do. Totally. I understand what you're saying. And that is great information. I am looking at some of the questions coming in on the webcast. They're just pouring in. Like what Dawn and I said earlier, we're not really going to talk about, this is not a call to debate over whether to take the vaccine or not, okay? That's not what we're going to get into. That is your decision, and everybody has the right to make their own decision. But this is primarily if you do decide to get vaccinated and you're concerned, as everybody, even the doctors that I spoke with that are getting, they're the frontline workers. My brother, for example, had to get vaccinated. That was mandated for them. And by the way, I just want to share, not that I'm saying anything with that. He was fully vaccinated and he did get COVID. He was sick for 12 days, but he did not go to the hospital. So if that tells you anything. So what we do want to do is talk about, if people are thinking about whichever brand. We're not even going to get into the brands, by the way. Pfizer, Moderna, Johnson & Johnson, like here in Pakistan, I got the Chinese one, which is Sinopharm. There's a Russian one. Then there's AstraZeneca. There's all these vaccines. We're not going to get into which brand is best and which. We don't want to do that. We're just going to talk about, because source is intelligent, source is powerful. We're going to talk about how to mitigate the side effects, the risks, how to undo the toxic or the toxicity of the chemicals. And actually, Dawn, correct me if I'm wrong, Gretchen was telling me that this program, this for vaccine protection, is going to work for vaccines that we have taken even years ago, right? Mm-hmm. That we may have taken as children. It will undo those side effects as well.
True. Yeah. It's going to go in and start clearing, but my goal first is to get your vibration up. So when I created even the MP3s, and of course we'll be talking about the remote healing, but the MP3 is all about first really getting you out of the lowest state of fear. Because even if you're conscious or unconscious of it, depending on how most people are, I don't know who you are, but I'm just saying I really keep I'm aware of what's happening in the world, but I don't keep glued to the television, okay? That really causes a lot of fear, okay? I'm not saying that we have to be oblivious, okay? I'm talking about just, there's people that watch TV all day long, and that I would say, if you could, maybe keep that to a minimum, that might help with your fear. But it's all about really, just really aligning you to your, just your sovereign being, everybody, beyond us coming into this lifetime and being this person in our physical body with a name that we were named from our parents. It's about really helping you. Yes, we're going to clear out the old vaccinations. This is also known or unknown substances that you've taken in the past up to the present moment. That's going to help with that. But we want your body, if your body is not functioning at the highest level that it can be, okay, we're talking, I think there's a great MP3 in here called Immune Supercharger. We're going to go in, it's going to help going in and start, just recharging you and really cleansing you and really helping you what is happening in the moment. I designed these MP3s to really help the person in the moment, okay? So this could be for the rest of your lifetime. You get any kind of virus or whatever it is, and you just, you listen to it once a day, okay? It's very simple, but it's designed to work with you what is happening now, okay? So that's how Spirit works. That's how God works. It's always in the moment, okay? I just want everybody to understand that.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
Love it.
There's nothing before, there's nothing after. And this is how I get my daily guidance, everybody, is I meditate a week before I even did this.
So what this means then, Dawn, what this means is that even people that are choosing not to get vaccinated can also use this program, and it will help them, right?
Of course, absolutely. I mean, we're talking about getting our bodies, even if our body's not healthy, but we need to kind of align all parts of ourselves, our body, our mind, and our spirit, okay? A lot of times we're kind of choppy, we're fragmented. Do you know what I'm saying? So what I do is I bring our body, mind, and spirit, even though I'm not talking, as you know, Aram, I'm bringing in frequency even when I work with groups of people or a person. It's to align yourself, and when you really have that connection, when you're right on, you got the body, mind, and spirit connected, you're like, things happen to us. I mean, life happens, everybody. Things happen.
Yeah.
Viruses, accidents.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, things are going to happen, but it's about how we handle it. Okay? And when we can really handle it at the highest vibration, I could tell you things are not so compounded as you are seeing in the world. Not everybody is so, Aram, you've been here. Congratulations again for 10 years being here, helping the world. I bless you for you being here. But it's about most people on the show here have been following you for a long time, including myself. Before I was on your show, I was following you all these years. And of course, but it's really having the tools and really knowing who we are, because people really just need to know that there's a divineness that really runs the show of life, even though it sounds so horrible. I see the good in things. There's always a yin-yang. There's a bad, and then there's a good happening simultaneously at the same time, okay? So,
yes,
yeah,
always, yes.
Yeah, and I just don't get caught into the low vibration. So we're just bringing ourselves back, our body, mind, and spirit back, and of course, clearing out the fears, as I was mentioning before, and the traumas, and that's really, oh my gosh, I mean, it's amazing. I mean, I worked with someone just recently who had COVID, Aram, and yeah, they did not go to the hospital, but it was just one of those things where they were kind of tinging on it, and of course I worked on them. I worked on their body, and I helped their organs or whatever, their lungs that were needing some help, but they never made it to the hospital, and I think it actually went down to like 2 days from like it could have been, who knows, if this person really got into her fear because she was like, oh my God. And I was like, we need to work on really bringing you back to who you truly are. And that's my gift, Aram, is really bringing people back to their true self. And we could do it with some callers today on the phone if you want. Really aligning people to their souls.
I want to say, Dawn, that there is some non-physical element of fear attached to COVID. I have seen people that have COVID and people that are normally quite courageous and spiritual, and I saw them changing and going into deep fear and then working on fear. And by the way, both of my daughters have had COVID, both of them, and they had pretty mild symptoms. So we don't know how it acts with, different people. We just never know. But I think there is something there about fear. I really think that, because, with my daughters in my household, it was just, it's one of those things. It's going to happen. And the very first time when Natasha had it, and I think I mentioned this to you when she had it last year, the first few hours after getting her test back as positive, and this was still the beginning of the pandemic, so not much was known, I panicked, because at that time, remember in the early stages where we thought anybody that gets it is going to be critically ill or they're going to die. And I panicked, and then I just went straight into prayer. And I was like, panicking is the last thing I can afford right now. I can't afford to make my daughter fearful. I can't infect her with my fear. And I just prayed to God, and I basically came to this place of realization that everything always has been in God's control. It has always been and still is. And because of this disease and so many people getting ill and so many people dying, facing death has made us fearful. But the truth of the matter is death is always there. I mean, it's the biggest truth of life, right? I mean, people say death and taxes. I mean, there is no bigger truth than death. Maybe some people can escape taxes, but death is always a reality. It's not a bad thing. For me, it's a very beautiful thing. It's just a transition. And this sense of loss that we have, this fear of loss, that what if it happens to our loved ones? You know, I wasn't afraid of death for a long time, but I realized I had a lot of fear around the death of my children or the death of my loved ones, because it's a major loss. So I had to work on that very day, Dawn. I had to work on it. I had to mentally do this death meditation where, okay, it's happened to my daughter. She's gone. What does this mean? How do I feel? I went through the pain. I went through the fear. I neutralized it then. That, you know, this is all in God's hand. This is all in the divine's hand. Divine is merciful, loving. And if this is to happen, then I'll be taken care of and she'll be taken care of and everything will be okay. So I neutralized the fear that way. And then I was unafraid, and she and I kept laughing through the COVID, and she was fine in a few days. So that's why I keep coming back to this fear thing that you talked about. I think you are on to something really big here. I think that is one of the anchors that if the virus finds it in the body of a person, that I think is one of the strong anchors why the virus grows in some people's bodies, and in some people's bodies it just doesn't. I mean, I think it's one of those. So I think you're really, really onto something here.
Yeah.
I also want to ask you another question.
Oh, sure. Sorry. I was going to say the good is that
please go ahead.
And that's beautiful, Iram. That was beautiful what you did, because it showed that you actually raised your frequency. And, your daughter had it, but she got through it, right? She was at home, right?
She did. Yeah, she was fine. That day when I did this meditation, the next day her symptoms went away. She didn't have fever. She was tired for 2 weeks, but the symptoms went away. And, but I really, because Natasha, as I've told you many times, I know she is very connected to my energy. She tries to heal my stuff subconsciously. She doesn't even know it. So I knew if I went into fear, she's going to totally take that on. So I was like, no, I'm not going to give this to my daughter, because I will not feed this virus. And that's what I did. And I didn't know it at that time. Today I know that was one of the most important things that I could have done. Now, I want to ask you this other question. This is from Alicia. I love this question. And she said, I've taken the vaccination and I'm very ambivalent right now. Will I still receive protection from other long-term side effects?
Well, the main thing is for her, I can actually sense just from the question alone, she's in a lot of fear, and my goal for her is, again, regardless if she participates in the program or not, it's about getting her body or anybody's body aligned to our sacred divine blueprint of health. So again, Iram, you said it very perfectly about really just trusting and knowing in the divine God. Now, I feel for her that if she can actually just ground more of her into her body, that, you know, regardless of what choice you make, as long as we make a choice in life, it doesn't matter, you know, what happens to somebody else. It's about what choice for us and how we feel about our choice, you know. For her, you know, I do feel she'll be okay, but I also know that what we're offering here is going to help somebody just in case, you know, it's for people who had been vaccinated or not vaccinated. I don't care. It's protection for both sides. I created this just to really align people back to their sacred divine blueprint, okay, by bringing their body, mind, and spirit. So for her, I do sense the fear, but, you know, she can work on that. Do you see the good of this, Iram, of what's happening here? It's like, it's bringing up a lot of questions, but there's a lot of deep stuff in people that maybe we're not conscious of that needs to be unearthed and worked on,
and
so
that's
we can
what
actually.
I was going to say. Most of us, just because we don't feel fear doesn't mean it's not there. It's there, but, you know, and that's truly one of the reasons why I think this pandemic is such a blessing, because it is triggering a lot of deep-seated fears. And isn't it great that we can release them now? It's so awesome. And
well, that's the way I look at it.
And by no means, I just want to add here, I also lost dear friends and family members to COVID. So by no means am I making that a joyous thing. I'm simply saying, like what Dawn, you said, that you look at the yin and the yang, the good and the bad, they're always happening simultaneously. So while we deal with the tragedies and the fears and the loss, there are a lot of blessings also that are coming through right now, and it's because of the collective challenge that we're going through. So I want to address a question because there are quite a few questions like this. That this is from Tina, and she said that her sister got a shot, her second shot 2 weeks ago. She got her second shot, and then 2 weeks after receiving the second shot, she had a seizure, which she had never had before, and the doctors did not think that it was connected to this, and she's wondering if this will help. This program will help remove any of these side effects from her body.
Yeah, and Aram, where were they from? This person you just mentioned, their first name, because I'm actually looking.
So
did they
she
say?
herself, it says Pennsylvania.
Yeah, and what was her first name?
I don't know where her sister is. Her first name is Tina.
The thing is,
I don't know where her sister is.
I'm connected to all that is the divine creator. And my soul is telling me that her seizure wasn't even caused from the COVID-19. Again, remember I told you we can kind of piggyback into other people's fears if we're not strong in our own light, okay? Our own power, our own personal power, and that's my goal here, is to get everybody really aligned to who they truly are. And then, of course, I really know beyond a shadow of a doubt what I've seen, that things don't compound, okay? Like the seizure thing. I really feel, honestly, my soul is telling me that their seizures came up from a lot of unconscious trauma, okay? So it could be from past lifetimes, but it could be just from, even my childhood this lifetime, I hate to say, it was horrifying. A lot of my unconscious trauma even came up later in life to be addressed, okay? So this is the yin-yang. I'm not saying it's good that, this happened and she had seizures. Please, don't get me wrong, everybody. I have a lot of compassion. I'm talking about that, number one, I'm getting that it was not caused from that, but it was kind of maybe she heard, on some level that somebody else had seizures. You see, I'm saying how it just kind of, the fear just keeps going on and says, oh, God, maybe that'll happen to me on some level. Maybe she read it before, and it's just kind of settled into her being and somehow is created a space in her of reality. Does that make sense? So my goal is to uncreate these realities, regardless if they're from now or in the past or whenever or from who, and really bring us back to our divine sovereign self. And of course, you may get a virus, you may get COVID in the future, but I could promise you by this much, I could say that with full certainty that you're not going to get it to the severity of some people that we've seen a lot of this, stuff worldwide, if it's the television or wherever, of people being on ventilators and all that, okay? And again, I'm all about getting our bodies supercharged so we can actually, our immune system is here. It's functioning. We just need to know it, but we also, we'll be addressing that later here about just keeping our body healthy, just keeping our vitality healthy, clearing if there's some things going on in the body as far as bacteria or fungus or infections, you know what I mean? Because a lot of stuff can affect our immune system. I get that, okay? But that's what I really that's what we'll be addressing here as well. Just keeping our bodies up at the highest vibration and function of what it can be, and includes our vital immune system, okay?
Thank you. Cool. I'm going to address another question. This is from Margaret. Again, the question is about one of the rumors regarding the vaccine, that it can alter your DNA. Don't want to go into that and answer, because frankly, I've read really great research from both sides. From really wonderful, trustworthy scientists. So I just don't want to go into that, because frankly, at this time, I don't think anybody can say for sure they have the answer. But I want to address the fear there. What if there's a fear that this vaccine is going to alter my DNA, or maybe it will alter DNA? Then what, Don?
Well, the thing is that we're going to clear out if there is a belief system that thinks that something can affect you. And that's where I go into really, even in these MP3s are just a simple MP3. It goes into different levels of where a person's at in that moment, okay? And, of course, it's going to work on you for a while, depending on how deep-seated they are. I have scientist friends, everybody, so I hear it from every spectrum about what's going on in the world, because I'm not a healer who's up in the clouds. I'm actually very connected to Earth. But I just know beyond a shadow of a doubt, I mean, I don't walk around with fear, I mean, I just know that. And yeah, if there's whatever they're calling, I don't even want to get into this technology stuff, because really in reality, I know that if we can keep our bodies at the highest vibration and really know and align our, and there's some fear clearings too that we'll be doing, but clearing out the fear about that, I can tell you it's not going to affect you, okay? I can tell you, I've had people I've worked with before that had cancer for years. They knew they had cancer, and it just kind of disappeared. Do you know what I'm saying? And of course, anything could disappear, okay? Even if there is nanotechnology or whatever it is, it doesn't matter, okay? It doesn't matter what it is. It's about really, again, aligning to your truth, your divine blueprint of being in perfect health. And it's not la-la land what I'm talking about here, guys. I'm talking about reality, because I could do it people in minutes of getting people back to the hour. And then I ask them a question. Are you really in fear after all that? Does it really bother you about that if it can do it to you or can't do it? And most people are like, no, I can handle it. I know who I truly am. And that's what it is. So I'm not really worried about what this technology, if it's there or not, because really it's beyond that, okay, everybody? But if we sit there and worry about it, again, this is where we get into this COVID morphic field again, where we get compounded on things, and then we kind of, on somehow unconscious level, even unconscious level, attach to somebody else's fears of the same, probably somewhere on the planet. I imagine there's probably a lot of people with that concern, and that's where things can kind of take off and really kind of lower your frequency, really, really low, because fear and hate is probably one of the lowest vibrations you can ever be at, okay? So my goal is to get you up to your highest frequency and really align you to your soul and and who you truly are. And then I really feel that all this lower vibrational stuff, because I know and I see it every day just in my own healings with my clients, it doesn't affect you, okay? So don't worry. I wouldn't worry about that. The main thing is you made a decision, whatever decision you made, you trust in that. And that's what my goal is, to get you trust, to say, okay, I did, and I know this is what I felt is my highest good. And I'm like, great, let's just clear if there's any fears there, and then we clear them, and then they're good to go. And they're more grounded in their decisions, okay? And they're not really worrying about what the next person did, what happened to the next person that you heard on the news. Do you know what I'm saying, Miriam?
Yes, I do. Yes. I do. Thank you. All right, guys, you can send your webcast questions on the webcast. I'll try and see again. We're not going to get into some of the specifics as I announced. And all right, so here's another question. What about people that did receive both the shots and they are already experiencing side effects like, swollen tongue, sore throat, and not able to taste food properly? Yeah. So can this help with that?
Oh, this is going to help with any symptoms, because, a lot of times we can have those symptoms just from other things too. It's just we already automatically say, oh God, okay, this is the symptoms of that. There is still out there, everybody, even though we haven't heard much about that this year, a flu virus. If you notice, it kind of just disappeared. It just disappeared. I haven't heard anything about flu this year. Did you? Okay, so
yeah, no,
and I don't need to get into this debating. Well, this took care of that. Who cares about that? But the main thing is that we can have symptoms. I mean, we all get sick at times. That's just part of life. But the main thing is that we can get our bodies up to the highest vibration and get our bodies healthy. Supercharge our immune system and our cells. This is what it's all about. And then if you do have the symptoms, regardless of if you had the shot or you didn't have the shot, a lot of times they just go away within like a normal, period of time. Some people are a few days. Sometimes they linger a little bit longer, but it doesn't compound into something greater. Okay, that's where we're talking about today, Aaron, because nobody talks about fear of the world, just the fear. Yeah, and that's really honestly, that's really one of the deepest causes of this whole situation is fear. And really separation. So because obviously then everybody gets all feared, and then they're afraid to even be around people anymore. And that's not God's will either, okay? We're here to be loving with each other, not look at each other like we're an enemy, okay?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. All right, so I want to go ahead and talk to some of our callers now, and we will do a group healing towards the end of the call, but I want to take some questions, especially if you have questions regarding this program. That would be great. So I'm going to unmute the first person, 416 area code. You are unmuted now.
Oh, is this me?
Yes, it is. Who is this? What's your name,
Thank you,
dear?
God. Hi, my name is Christina, and I am in Kingston, Ontario, Canada. And I had
Hi,
just,
Christina.
had moved here from a different city, Barrie. I'm in a province where half of the country resides, 15 million people, and we are under stay-at-home orders to the extent where if you even go into a store that sells things in addition to food, those aisles are blocked off, and if you did try to take something off of one, it wouldn't even register. Okay, so this is the extremity because they don't have the vaccines in this country. They don't have the vaccine in this country. Very little, very, very little. If you can get it, they're giving it to only first doses and then scheduling 4 months for your second dose. So we were really caught behind. I've been fortunate because I've been in smaller towns, which have been significantly reduced. So I'm 70. And I have had a compromised autoimmune immune system, neurological, since the 90s. So I am like the homeopathic queen, the vitamin queen, the supplement queen. And my preference would be not to take the vaccine. Push come to shove, if I have to, I'd be going more into the Pfizer. That's just my own because I travel for my work, which is art. And I've traveled internationally and lived in many countries. So who knows what they're going to do with all of that. But I have just gone through a recent move, literally over the past weekend. I am very depleted, my autoimmune, I am exhausted. I also hit my head about 8 times, and I had been recovering from a massive concussion for the past 3 years and had finally just started to get going. So I'm asking for whatever help Dawn can do with me personally with this whole thing. And I do have one of Dawn's programs. Erin knows I actually bought through you, the dental program, which I've had amazing success with. So I'm familiar with Dawn's work. But the concussion thing, I'm very, very dizzy. I'm very depleted. And because I am depleted, I am concerned about COVID. And I do not walk out of the house unless I'm double masked with a visor and wearing gloves. So, and it's not that I'm phobic. It's just for me, intelligence.
Can I say something really quickly and then Dawn can respond? So I just want you to know this, dear, that so a few months ago, my mother's sister, she's 80 and her husband is 90. And they both have multiple medical conditions, of course, especially her husband who's 90. He's had lung infection of all the things. He had lung infection a couple of years ago of which he almost died but survived. And she has multiple issues, high blood pressure, diabetes. They both have diabetes. So they've got multiple issues. They both got COVID, both recovered. Did not have to go to the hospital. So, I mean,
I
understand,
but I have
to
follow my intuition for me.
I totally get that.
I have to follow my intuition.
Don't let the fear come in.
And I respect everybody else's. It's not that.
Yeah.
It's not that. I'm respecting my own inner knowing for myself right now.
Good. Very good. Very good. Perfect.
Yeah, for me, the jury's out. For me, the jury is entirely out. It's like I didn't get my boobs done either. I wanted to wait to see what happened with that. I didn't get LASIK done either. I wanted to see what happened with that. I haven't had either of them done, and I haven't had any problems. But did I get a shot of, for tetanus, and they decided to put whooping cough and diphtheria in it? Did I have heavy metal problems for 3 months and get entirely taken out of the box? You betcha. Did they tell me they had done that? No. So I'm just, I'm a wait and see girl, and I listen to my inner guidance through my soul and God.
That's why I wanted you to, that's what I was saying, just honor that, because my aunt and her husband haven't had the shot, and they had COVID, recovered, no issues.
Yeah. No, this is one individual per person, and my suggestion for everybody is to follow your own inner knowing for yourself, your own inner guidance, connection with Spirit and God. So I'm asking Dawn for help.
Do you mind if I jump in? Do you mind if I jump in quick?
I really
Christine,
wish you
welcome
would.
to the.
Please, Don.
Yeah, I don't want to. I want to make sure it's okay.
Yeah,
So am I
want
okay
this
to jump
about
in?
the help, not about the conversation to get a vaccine.
Okay,
Please.
let's do this. Christine, I feel very strongly to just say this. I'm going to go. Iram, is it okay if I bring in her light and her soul and boost her immune system right on the call here?
Whatever you need to do, honey.
Okay, let's do that. Christine, I want you to imagine beautiful divine light of God. Do you believe in God or source?
Totally. I mean,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, I want you to be on the mind. I totally respect you. We're not debating here. That's what Iram and I hear. We're very neutral today, as a matter of fact. We're respecting everybody's whatever you do. But the main thing is you're saying that your body is kind of fragile right now, right? You're not really feeling it well.
Yeah,
so I want to bring in more of you.
Depleted.
Yeah, I want to bring more of your light, more of your soul, and who you are, and that's going to up your immune system right now. Just for a few moments, I call it a 2-minute or 1 or 2 minute mini healing. Are you willing to receive that? And then you tell me how you start feeling after I do that.
Absolutely.
This is what I bring to my programs and what I bring in my remote healing. Okay, let's bring in the divine light of God, Creator or Source above your head. I'm going to start making some sound. I want you to imagine that just everything that's plaguing you, everything that's affecting your physical body, and this is for anybody on the call as well. This is not just for Christine. If you want to tune in on this, this is a group collective. And I want you to imagine everything going into God's light, okay? That's just kind of affecting your body, okay? And I'm going to bring in some energy through your body, through your lungs. I can see it through there. It's kind of dense. And I'm going to bring your personal power to your feet in a few minutes. Okay, you ready?
Yes.
Okay, let's do that right now. Just receive. Just come open up to receive. I'm going to clear this COVID morphic field off you in a minute. Did you feel that just release off the top of your head?
Yeah, I'm smiling.
Let it go. Yeah, we're bringing in the light, your perfect health right now. I call it your divine blueprint or your birthright of your perfect health. It's coming in your body to start helping your body right now. Let it come in. You have some trauma from your childhood. Is that true? We're not going to get into what it is,
yes.
But you've had some trauma, right?
Yes.
Okay, so this is what's coming up. Me and Iram were just talking about this. There's a yin-yang happening here. So it's kind of bringing up some stuff in you that needs to be worked on. I'm going to help some of it right now. Bringing energy into your lungs. Can you feel that energy starting to pour into your lungs? You're going to start breathing a little deeper.
Just a tiny bit, like at the top of the lungs.
Yeah, just let it come in. Try to get from the mind into the heart right now. Our minds like to slow things down.
Yeah, I'm in a little bit of fear with everything that's happening.
Your energy is coming down to your feet of your personal power and your light, and it's really your highest frequency of divineness that you are. Okay, Christine, this is just a little sampling of what I do in my work, but take a deep breath and just become aware of your body. And tell me if you're aware of things kind of loosening up and lightening up right now, and a lot of energy of healing is coming through your body. Are you aware of that?
Yeah, I'm feeling lighter, like from the top of the shoulders on up and through the forehead, and almost like a chalice at the top of my head, open into spirit, and my feet are flat, so that I feel more rooted on the floor that on the carpeting that I'm standing on in my room.
Can you get a sense that you're breathing a little deeper right now that you weren't before? It's like doing yoga, but we're doing God's energy right now. We're bringing in your truth of who you are. Can you get a sense that this energy that's coming in is so beyond the mind that what's happening in our 3D planet about all this happening in this world? And there's a part of the energy that's coming through you right now of knowing that everything's okay.
Yeah, but there's density. It's almost like from the clavicle down.
Yeah. Well, this is your trauma.
But
this is your This is your childhood trauma. Yeah. This is what's showing itself to you right now. Again, we're not saying anything right or wrong here. I'm going to clear a little bit out. There's going to be layers to this. You had quite a bit of it, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, this is what's showing itself. This is a good thing.
Yeah, tremendous grief.
Okay, I just brought all your inner child back in your heart from your childhood. You were fragmented, and that's fine. That happens to everybody. But now get a sense of your body. I'm not saying it's all gone. Can you feel that there's even more space created as I just cleared out some trapped emotions?
Yeah, I feel it's lighter in that area that I had just previously
And when we got on
described.
the call, it was very dense. Yes, and your light was not to your feet. You're actually very grounded. But what I'm trying to bring a point is here is I'm aligning you to your divine blueprint right now. This is your divine blueprint. I'm not saying you're in perfect health at this moment, but you can feel that there's a sense of something that's happening here that's beyond your mind, that's actually very high-frequency divine energy, that's very loving and supportive. And people who are in their energy and they feel this energy, and that's what I bring in all my programs, including my MP3s, can get a sense of this and really know that you're so much beyond this. And then, of course, you're going to work on your trauma if you choose to on your own. But I just cleared out a lot of traumas. Can you feel that there's a sense that maybe you're feeling a little bit lighter and your energy is coming back to you? You're not so depleted. I want you to feel your energy right now.
Yeah, I'm still feeling very tired, but there's a smile, and I'm exhausted. My mother had died recently and even hit out at me in the grave. I mean, just,
Again,
totally
I just did
taken
a little
out of
heart
the will
activation.
and letters of, more deceit. And it's just, this grief. And I've been living in abusive situations since. And so it compounded. So I just hopefully have moved into a situation that is not abusive. And I really appreciate you working with me with
Well, I just want you to feel your body, because I work so beyond the mind that it takes a moment for our bodies to catch up. I just did a ton of energy work on you in like 2 minutes, and I just brought in so much light and healing to you. It's trickling in. I mean, our minds, kind of like want to know what's happening here. I understand I'm working beyond the physical mind. But, I mean, you're breathing deeper. I can look at you, and there's life force energy coming back to you that wasn't there before. It's like supercharging your battery is what's happening right now. And you're going to feel it more and more. But I just want to see if you feel it.
I do. I'm feeling some in the knees and in the feet.
Yeah.
It's just, as I say.
Yeah, it's coming in.
Yeah,
it's coming in your divineness.
Yeah, and it's through like the solar plexus, and that's where the density is too.
Well, it's going to be. It's a process for a lot of people.
Well, Christine. Yeah. So, my dear, thank you so much for coming on, and stay tuned because we will be doing a group process also for everyone, and that's going to help you as well.
I'm so
let
grateful
us know how you're doing.
I'm so grateful
You're
to you.
You're so welcome, my dear.
Thank you, and God bless you. Thank
you
for calling on me.
You are so welcome. Yeah. Lots of love.
Enjoy the energy. You just received a lot of high frequency.
Yeah. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. And yes, guys, if those listening can say yes and receive the energy as well when Dawn is working with someone. So I want to go ahead and talk about the offer, because there are a lot of questions about how to use the package and what will it do and what will the results be. So let's go ahead and talk about what's in this really amazing and timely package, which I've been so excited about. Let's go to orderjoy2020.com/Dawn21, DAWN 21, or you can just press the special offer link or a button that is provided on the webcast, so whichever one works for you. And this is the offer: complete vaccine protection. Protect your body and supercharge your immune system. So, Dawn, over to you, my dear.
Yeah. Again, these are just MP3s, okay, everybody? Today we're talking, everybody who knows my work, and I'm not trying to brag or anything, but I've been doing my work for many years, and I've also done my soul work to raise my frequency, because I constantly do my spiritual work. I'm not just a healer who does my work. I'm actually raising frequency for not myself, but the planet. So all these MP3s are supercharged, and they're aligned to you. So it's not about jolting you, hitting you over the head. It's about what you're needing in the moment. They're actually set up with the highest vibration of unconditional love for you, and they're going to work whatever you're needing in that moment. So this is like a toolbox that you can have, everybody, for the rest of your life at a very small amount. But what I'm saying is that you can listen to this as you need to. I mean, I'm talking about my MP3s. You don't even need to listen to them but once a day, because more of my work is not better. But the first one is, for instance, vaccine protection for COVID-19. I'll just give you some key points of it, because it's a very powerful one, okay, because it really addresses a lot of different things that might be happening in your life, okay? Especially, this is really going to help. We were talking about this before, detox of vaccines, or vaccinations, I should say, you've already taken in the past, because I've taken them too, okay, and the harmful effects, and I have detoxed myself. I'm just letting you know from my own work of my past vaccinations. I know my body doesn't need it anymore. And maybe it did at the time, whatever the case is. I don't get into the story. So this is going to be sovereign free will clearing and protection. So, again, I just did that with the caller, Christine. She's going to be feeling it more and more, and if she could type in on the webcast, it'd be great, because I could tell you the energy is going to keep working on her to really help her feel better. But this is also going to help eliminate harmful chemicals. And, again, we want to say that some people claim the nanotechnology or whatever it is. So this is just, whatever's added to COVID-19, if there is or there isn't, it doesn't matter. Your highest good is going to happen here. And if it is, and it's not serving your highest good, everybody, it's going to be cleared, okay? So just letting you know, that's a peace of mind here for everybody. This is really like an extra protection. I call it an extra insurance policy you're really getting for yourself here to really help you for the rest of your life, okay? So this is going to shield and protect and clear against any chronic illnesses from the COVID-19 vaccine now in the future, if there is, okay? We're just putting it as an insurance policy, clearing all known and unknown substances, again, added to the COVID-19 vaccine, if there is, and everything and anything that is not for your highest good, okay? This is very important. This is a deep fear clearing of the COVID-19 vaccine, or any fears that you, I call it just any fears that are happening that are unknown or known to you, because that's part of the charge of this, okay? I already know that part. I can at least confidently say about the fear. It's really charging this whole thing up where it's really gotten out of control, okay? I'm not saying it, I know that there's a deeper level to this, okay? So this is really going to address that, okay, even if you don't know it or you do know it, okay? And this is really good substances, because Aaron took it, okay? Good substances will remain for the highest good, highest will and good, okay? So that's good. So we're not clearing out everything, okay? And this, again, protection from others or any adverse events. So, regardless if you had the shot or you didn't have the shot, it's not about, we're not getting into that, okay? This is just, again, protection. So this is for people who've had the vaccine and people who have not had the vaccine. So that's a very powerful MP3, and my MP3s, again, guys, if you're time related, you listen to my MP3s with headphones or earbuds are highly recommended, not playing it in the background on a loop. Just listen to them for, it's like a meditation. You want to listen to them once a day, no more than that, once a day, and just trust, because this is what we're going to be, what it's going to do is bring your frequency up to higher vibration, just like I did with Christine. It's going to really align you to your soul's sacred divine blueprint. Okay, so that's really the underlying what's happening here. Okay, we're going to go on to just explaining a little bit about the next one we're offered here. It's called the Immune Supercharger Booster. This is really helping people, because I know we live life, and things happen. I mean, we do get things from our family. We do, things happen to us. Sometimes we take on some of the family stuff as far as health issues. Okay, so regardless, this is really going to help your body, kind of help your immune system to really supercharge and get your body back on board, so your immune system can take care of your body. Our immune systems are really amazing, how God created our immune systems. Okay, so this is really going to help you, this MP3, everybody, to recharge your vital organs. I like to call this as a blood cleanse. It's just going to oxygenate against any infection or harmful bacteria, okay? This is also like an antiviral clearing, everybody. It's going to help your respiratory, if you have coronavirus symptoms, whatever's going on. This is really going to help you with that, okay? It's going to help clear that. This is going to be antibacterial healing, okay, for your clear respiratory tract. If you have any infections or just want to take it as a precautionary thing, that's totally fine. I mean, it's not about you're not going to get sick for the rest of your life. It's about really taking care of our bodies. So if you do get sick, it doesn't last long. Maybe it's one day, whatever it is, or a few days, whatever it is. Okay, this is also going to help with antifungal healing, restoring the pH balance to the body. Excuse me, very important. This is going to clear up infections. Infections could be viral. I mean, there's Epstein-Barr. There's all kinds of stuff that can cause our immune system to kind of get weakened. Okay, so this is really going to help restore balance and harmony on a cellular level, everybody. Okay. This is going to clear up acute and chronic inflammation, or I call it inflammation conditions, in your body. Inflammation is the number one killer, everybody. If inflammation is not addressed, it causes all kinds of disease in your body. So this is really important that I put inflammation clearing for any conditions, okay? So this is going to help people with chronic inflammation. And this is talking about for kids, too, these days, okay? So it's for anybody. Again, pain relief, this is really good. It's going to, help your muscles or your aches and pains. Maybe you have had some virus or something, and it's really affected your muscle aches and pains. This is also added to this MP3, okay? It's going to cellular level, I call it cellular level detox. Getting rid of cellular waste, okay? Just stuff in your body that's just maybe been there for a while that it's like almost like a detox that this is doing, okay? This is also going to activate your divine blueprint for perfect health. We keep talking about that, your sacred divine blueprint, by the way. This is really going to help. Lymphatic system boost and cleanse, very important to keep our lymphatic system up and running, everybody. So this is really going to help you tremendously. And it really, some people really like my lymphatic, when I add lymphatic to any of my MP3s, because it can help you lose some weight or help you not feel so puffy in your body. So I'm not talking about this. I'm always about anti-aging, but this is also going to help with that too, okay? This will help eliminate infection spread, okay, within your body and to others. It's just going to help. It's really going to kind of help your body just kind of take care of whatever it needs to take care of in the most easy, effortless way. And it raises your vibration, so physical negative systems disappear fast, okay? So this is all about what we're doing here today, and that's what I bring to my calls, everybody. Everybody knows I'm high vibration, but I'm also about aligning ourselves to our truth, okay, and our true of who we are, meaning our bodies to be healthy. Our bodies were designed to, so my job as a healer is to get everybody's body to be in perfect health as it was designed by the divine creator, God, source, whatever you believe. Okay, let's go in. Okay, so that pretty much just gives you a little bit of, you can always go back to the sales page, but I'm going to go into the next MP3, which is very important. It's lung support and healing for viruses and perfect health, okay? I think that's the one. Yeah. Okay. Is that the one that's added as an extra bonus? I think. Iram? I'm pretty sure it is. We offer that as an add-on.
Which one is the add-on? Is the lung support and the virus healing for viruses and perfect health MP3.
Yeah, so if you're interested, this is really a powerful MP3. It's an add-on, everybody. So I just want everybody to know that you can add on at the end.
So which means
and I'm going to be talking about
you will be. I just want to say what that means is that once you check out, then you will be given the option to add that particular MP3 on, which is for lung support, healing for viruses, and perfect health. And it's at a really low price right now. I think it's only $47, so you can add that on. But that's only at checkout. Yeah, go ahead.
I'll explain a little bit about it, and then I'll explain the free. You get a free bonus with this anyway, and that's for everybody. But the lung support and healing for viruses and perfect health, again, including COVID-19. Okay, it's included. We're talking about clearing inflammation, everybody. So this is number one on the list. Clearing inflammation, helping your body keep itself so it doesn't get inflamed, because inflammation is really a killer. Okay, so it's going to help with inflammation in the body. It's going to rebalance both your lungs, right and left lungs. And if there's anything going on there deeper, again, sometimes we're not aware of everything. This is going to really help your body heal on very deep levels, regardless of what's there in your right or left lungs. This is about the lungs right now, everybody. Clearing your throat as well. A lot of people have throat issues associated with the lungs, and a lot of times throat issues can happen from childhood, or in your lifetime, I should say, everybody, of not being able to speak your truth clearly. This is really going to help, okay, because it causes a lot of problems with your throat all the way to your lungs, and, of course, your heart chakra as well be cleared, even though it's not included here. It's going to clear after surgeries if you had anything. It's going to also clear DNA ancestral energy, because that has a lot to do with sometimes our health. We could be doing the best. We could be eating the most healthy foods, and we sometimes have chronic issues, and a lot of times it's not even from us. It's from what we inherited from our ancestors. So I included it. I just like to include everything. It's going to clear negative belief systems. It's going to clear low vibrational energy. We don't have to get into entities, but whatever it is. It's low vibrational energy, okay? It's not the highest vibration. It's going to clear. It's going to clear congestion caused from all viruses, including COVID-19, and it's going to bring you in the highest vibration of divine healing for both your lungs and it's your upper respiratory. So that's just an add-on. So if you're interested, that'll be at the end. But I just want to get into the other part here, the 21 days of remote healing. Now, I just picked 21 days because that's really where in life where they say, you can make a shift, and this is why I included it as a bonus, which is very powerful because my remotes are very powerful, very loving. People know who are in my energy for whatever period of time I offer. It's high vibe, okay? It's not just this jolting, oh, my God, energy, because some people get this misconception, because I'm a pretty high vibe person, that they're going to be like, if they're really sensitive and stuff that they're not going to be able to handle it. Please understand, everybody, I work with empaths. I'm an empath. So even though I bring in this jolting energy, and you might hear it with the callers, it's not like that when I bring that into my work. It's about the highest vibration of love, unconditional love for you, and what you can handle. So please know that is what I bring on the table. And this is a free bonus called the 21 Days of Remote Healing. And we're going to bring in 21 days of beyond powerful quantum healing directly from the highest level of divine source God energy, okay? This is what I'll be bringing in daily. This is something you don't need to do anything. This is remote. So I will tune into the group every day and actually boost, if I need to, the energies, or I kind of shift and change energies as I'm guided in my meditation every day. This will be something I will just kind of do. And all you need to do is be open to receive your highest good and trust and know that your highest good is happening here, and just the more open out of your mind about what's going on, the more you're going to drink it up like a sponge, okay? So this is going to be immune system boost, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, okay? So this is meaning it's going to be quantum, beyond, I like to call it beyond quantum energy, 3D energy, with a cocoon that you'll be in with the highest vibration of protection, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So just trust and know that that's what's going to be happening. I'm not telling you to go out there and try to get COVID with being in this. This is not being careless. This is just extra protection, like an insurance policy for you, okay, everybody? This is tailored to your unique daily needs. This is, again, healing is going to be sent 24/7. The day you sign up for the program, it's not going to be delayed. It's going to start right away for 21 days, okay? So this is awesome, and it's a bonus. So all your cells will be renewed during this time of nonstop, even when you're sleeping, everybody. You're going to wake up feeling invigorated, less stressed, and protected. Okay, you're just going to kind of have a knowing, and this is really going to awaken a lot of people, because a lot of people are on the spiritual path, and you're just going to kind of have this knowing. And all you need is just to be open and receive your highest good. Okay, it's going to align yourself to your original divine blueprint of protection and health, everybody. This is extra protection shield against others. Okay, we're not talking about you sitting there frowning with somebody. We're not lowering vibration here. It's just like an extra peace of mind, okay? So there's not bringing any low frequency here, okay? We're going to bring grounding in peaceful, sacred energies of who you truly be in the way that your body can handle it, because I could bring in jolty energy, but I need to do it in a loving way, the way that your body can absorb it, okay, for your highest good. So this is going to be geared towards everybody's unique needs. Fear elimination support during this time, in case you just get caught up into somebody's fears, or you just unconsciously or consciously, because it could be unconscious, okay, depending on how sensitive you are. This is extra daily clearing on the COVID-19 morphic field, and you hear me make these loud sounds with the callers, and I do that a lot because that's a lot of dense energy floating on our planet right now, everybody. Everybody's kind of in this COVID morphic field, and it's a lot of it fear in there, okay? So I'll be dealing with the group process here at the end as well, clearing the COVID morphic field as we do that, our last process, but this is also included here, okay? 21 days of this. Enhance positive happiness frequencies, everybody. Again, I'm all about soul alignment. This is soul alignment support, okay? So we're bringing your highest frequency of who you truly be, okay? Your personal divine power, yourself in your body, okay? This is going to be tailored for maximum healing per person. This will be healing. Your healing, again, starts the day of purchase. In the highest good for the participant will happen. I also wanted to add in on here that it does also cover de-stressing, okay? Because a lot of people are just kind of stressed out, regardless of what your situation is. Maybe you're still out of work. I don't know what your fears are. It's going to just help you with really stress relief as well, because I really felt that it was really important. So I did include that. So there's a lot here. I just wanted to touch upon the main focus here. Yep, I got it all. So that's going to be a bonus I just added on for the program, and the program is very simple. You know me, Aram, I don't bring anything complicated. I'm all about no fluff. Just bring in the real deal. Bring in what you need. And, people who know me know that that's the way I am. And a lot of people like that because they don't have time for wasting their time. They want to get the help. They want the results, and they don't have a time. They have a busy family they have to take care of. So I'm all about just bringing in what you need, frequency, and you just receive it. So that's the 24 hours a day, 21-day, 7-day a week, 21-day remote healing, which I'm so happy to bring in. And this, usually I charge for the remotes. It's free. It's free for everybody. So thank you so much, Aram. I'm so grateful that I was able to share this today.
I am so grateful that you brought it for us, because this is such an amazing package, and so needed. I have so many comments on the webcast. People are so excited, and so many people have already signed up over the weekend when we opened this up, and I'm so happy about that because we truly, truly need that. And as even a single person from our community begins to shift out of fear, it affects all of us because we're all connected. So it's so cool. I just love that. Again, for those of you that missed the link, it is orderjoy2020.com/Dawn21, DAWN 21 right now. The price of this entire package is only $127. So make sure you get it while the price is here, because I think it's going to go up. I think it's scheduled to go up in a couple of days. So if you can get PayPal credit, which means you can get access to the entire package and you can make payments to PayPal, awesome. Take advantage of that. I want to read this comment from Christine, whom you worked on. She just wrote in and she said, "Dear Iram and Dawn, update. Thank you both for calling on me. I'm starting to breathe more fully. I feel more grounded and somewhat brighter. I'm so very grateful for you calling on me and Dawn to work with me. I feel more balanced and experiencing less fear. God bless you." That is so cool. God bless you too, Christina. I'm so happy for you, dear. And this was, thank you for creating the space so that others could also benefit from that. So thank you so much for that. I am lowering everybody's hands that are raised right now. And then if you have questions regarding the package, please raise your hand by pressing *2. We have a little bit more time and we can answer some questions. Actually, what I would like to do is while they are raising their hands, and those of you on the webcast, if you have questions and you want to talk to Dawn, just call in and then press *2. That will place you in the queue. So why don't we go ahead and do the group process now, and after that I will take callers. Okay?
Okay, wonderful. Okay, thanks. I really appreciate that, Iram. Okay, so let's do that. Let's go ahead and do the group process, and then people who are kind of listening, kind of, sort of, maybe in the car, they could go back to this group process later on the replay. I don't want anybody to get in an altered state and be unsafe. So please use your adult judgment on the group process, okay? If you participate now or later. If you are sitting there and you're just kind of multitasking, please note the energies will come in at a time, maybe later today, where you can actually receive them. A lot of people will feel my energy or the downloads that we receive in the group processes later in the day when you can actually, the mind kind of shuts down a little bit or kind of quiets, and then the energies will start coming in to assist you. So the group process today, everybody, I've really felt this out because there's just really, it's called Open Our Hearts to heal ourselves and the planet in our challenging times. And you have to agree, everybody, our planet, and depending on where you're at in the world, there's just so much happening in our planet, in the Middle East, whatever is happening, a lot of killing and stuff. Our Earth, and just us in general, we're talking about healing ourselves, but we're also radiating our light to the planet and actually being at our highest vibration of what we can be, can affect people around us. It doesn't have to be next door to us. It could be just through your city, depending, wherever it is in the world, and actually more and more of us who can actually align to our highest divine, I call it our highest vibration of who we truly are, can actually really start shifting consciousness, okay, everybody? Can actually start raising frequency of the planet. And this is what our planet really needs right now. There's a lot good happening here, even though I'm not, I can see it, but there's also a lot of still pain happening here, a lot of people getting sick and dying. So today's process is going to be opening our hearts. I'll have you follow along with me, and I'm going to be bringing in sound. Everybody, I'm a sound healer, so I bring in high frequencies from the Divine Creator, and we're going to go ahead and just flood ourselves with our light. Okay, and we're going to bring in energy, whatever's needing in our bodies, but we're also going to kind of exude that out to the planet. So, and we're going to help whatever you want. You want to imagine the whole planet Earth, you can imagine the planet Earth. If you just want to imagine something that's happening in the world, it could be a world event of something that's really happening that's not really aligned to you, to your truth. You can put that as far as in your thoughts, and I'll show you how to do that in a minute here. First, we're going to do is clear this COVID morphic field, and I'm going to go ahead and guide you into certain areas of your body. And we're going to go ahead and bring in our light. I want to ground in our personal power first, and then we're going to go into our hearts, okay? So let's go ahead and put our focus and attention, everybody. Even if my sound is not clear, please trust and know the frequencies beyond my sound is what matters. It's from the Divine Creator. I want you to imagine the light above your head and everything going into the light of the Divine Creator, God, Source, right now, just clearing out this COVID morphic field. I will be making a little bit of loud pitch. I'm sorry to do that, but that's how I move energy for large groups of people right now or in the future. So let's go ahead and start right at the crown chakra. It's going to clear all your chakras. This is going to be like a spiritual alignment back to, I call it God source. So it's going to really align you stronger to the divine being that you are, God source that created you, created all life and all of living, everything living on this planet. Okay, so let's go ahead and start right now at the top of your head. Just breathe and trust, and everything's going to go into the light as I'm making sound. Okay, so let's start there, and then I'll tell you the next step. So let's start right there, and let's begin right now. Hey. You might feel some heat. You might feel some tingling at the top of your head. That's fine. Some people might not feel anything, but just trust. There's going to be a little bit of pitch here, everybody. Just know I'm going to do it really quickly. Just clearing the COVID morphic field. Okay, that might have been jolting, but that is what we needed to happen here. We needed to break the shell. I call it just like breaking a barrier, okay? Could be the fear barrier for you, but we're going to clear it. Just let it go. Just let it go. Let it go up in the light. You might get a little dizzy. Don't worry about that right now. It's not going to stay. I'm just clearing out a lot of energy right now. Okay, just take a deep breath right now, everybody, in between the activations. Take a deep breath into the belly of white light. And exhaling it out easy and effortless on the out breath. Just let it go. Beautiful. Now let's bring in the stream of white divine light of who you are through your crown chakra. It's going to fill your head up. It's going to fill up every part of your being from the inside out of this beautiful highest frequency of divine light. It's going to heal you on every level. So this energy is going to come from your head. It's going to go down your chest. I'm going to explain it first and bring in the light with sound right after. Going through your chest, just filling up every cell, every layer, renewing your cells. If there's any part of your being internally you need healing, this is where it comes in, okay? It's going to trickle down like gentle raindrops from the divine heavens, going from your heart. It's going to go down all the way through your stomach, your organs, your solar plexus. Again, healing, whatever nutrition, spiritual nutrition you need from this high frequency divine energy of who you are. It's going to go down your beautiful, your legs, down your calves, down your feet, and it's going to ground, again, this beautiful white grounding cord of light of who you are to the planet. It's about us being grounded in our light and our power at this time on our planet, which is so necessary. Let's do the next process now. Just imagine and breathe a little bit deeper, and then we got one more step after that. So let's bring in the light. We need to ground ourselves to planet Earth and start bringing healing energy frequency to you, and then we got one more process after that. So let's begin the next process. Breathe and receive and let the energies come down to your feet and ground to the planet Mother Earth. Loving Mother Earth, by the way. Okay, let's begin right now. Let it come in. Trust and know your highest good is happening here. Highest good. Okay, so let's just take a deep breath as energy is coming all the way, filling you up, everybody, from the inside out with the highest frequency of divine energy of God, Creator, Source, filling you up from the inside out of your own divine light, all the way your personal power coming in your body, healing you on every level to your cells, going down your feet, grounding yourself to this beautiful planet. Now let's go into the heart, everybody. This is what's really this is what our power is, our heart. We want to open, expand our heart, just to love ourselves, of course, always, but just whatever we want to choose right now. So I'm going to have you make a choice, everybody, and you can come back later and put something else in your heart if you listen to the replay. I want you to put something in your heart right now that means something to you. It could be your health. It could be, your health. It could be you. It could be you and your family. It could be the planet. It could be maybe a specific country or just a gender of somebody, children or something. Anywhere in the world. You could put the world in your heart if you want to. I really want to expand our hearts to really, of unconditional love, to really radiate our highest frequency to the world, because that's going to really help heal the world. And really bring us up from this density that we've been living in, okay? And we can all, as a group collective, heal our planet. And I can tell you, it's very powerful, especially these group processes. So let's just go ahead and imagine it's putting that in your heart right now, whatever means something to you, okay? I'm going to open, expand our hearts, and we're just going to feel that. See if you can feel that expansion, okay? This really is deep, 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 deep. Okay, so let's go ahead and open our hearts. Let's imagine it right now as I do this heart activation for everybody. And let's begin right now. Let's begin. Let the Divine Creator touch your heart, everybody. Okay, beautiful. Let's just take a nice, easy breath, everybody, into our bellies. Nice, easy breath, nothing forced. And exhaling it out easy and effortless on the out breath. I want everybody just to become aware of your body, inside your body right now before we open our eyes. Just feel this tingling sensation. Maybe you feel some lightness happening inside you, everybody. Feel the energy flow, maybe some tingling or some heat, or maybe you even feel some coolness going through your body, okay? Can you be aware that maybe some things that were, maybe bothering you before are not really bothering you anymore? And maybe you've had a lot of things on your mind, and just in this moment you just come to a state of peace, and maybe there's even a little bit of joy coming through you at this moment because we connected you right to your divine source, God, Creator. Can you feel that there's some things that are just kind of maybe releasing and you're just kind of feeling just maybe a little bit more grounded? Maybe you could feel the tingling in your toes or some lightness, maybe some coolness there. So this is the energy we just created, everybody. This is really you. This is your true personal power. This is who you really are. You created the high frequency of you today in our bodies as we healed ourselves and also our beautiful, loving planet right now with our hearts. So I want to say thank you to everybody who participated and also on the future replay. And I just want to say thank you for allowing me to share and be the energy conduit to the divine creator of all of life. And thank you, Aram. I want to conclude that and just thank you for allowing me.
Thank you. That was powerful. I actually did get really dizzy, and it was really powerful, but I just kept going with it, as you said, and kept breathing through it. So it's really, really awesome. Thank you so much, Dawn. I want to quickly get to a couple of questions on the webcast, and then my dear Gretchen is going to take over. And if you still have time, Dawn, there are a few people with their hands raised that have questions, so we want to make sure that those get answered. Let me first address the webcast questions, and there's actually one that I want to address. Actually, there are a couple. So if somebody buys the package, can they use those MP3s with their family?
Immediate family is how it's set up. Immediate family.
Okay.
In the household.
Okay, beautiful. In the household. Thank you. And then Maria said, I already purchased the package, but I really want the lung add-on now. Yes, Maria, just email customer support. So any of you, if you had gotten the package already, but you didn't notice the add-on and you want it, just email our customer support. You can find that email on any of the emails that we send out. And for you, Maria, I have sent your request along with your email to our customer support, so they will be getting in touch with you. You can and you should totally add that MP3, that add-on for sure. It's really awesome. All right. So, Gretchen, are you here?
I'm here.
Beautiful. Awesome. So Gretchen is going to take over, Dawn. Thank you so much again. It was lovely sharing this space with you. I want to thank our wonderful listeners. And I just want to, again, reiterate and remind you all, fear is our biggest enemy right now. We really, fear is, wherever there is fear, the truth isn't there. And truth is God. Truth is divine. Truth is our source. So we got to find all those places where we have these untruths of fear and really, really connect back in. So this is such important work, and thank you for all those that participated. And I want to remind you guys, sometimes in the face of these big challenges, we feel so helpless because there's all this suffering going on around us. There's not much we can do, and actually we can do a lot. What you guys are doing, like I said, we first need to take care of our own backyard, which is our own energy, what is going on with us. We are getting triggered in so many ways right now. I'm seeing all kinds of unbelievable, unpredictable behavior coming from all kinds of people. It's because we are being triggered at very deep levels. So we got to be vigilant. We got to take care of our own energy and those of our loved ones and friends and family. And if you feel called, if this is something that you feel that, the whole world is, whether we like it or not, is going to get vaccinated. That's where we are headed. Half of the U.S. has already been vaccinated. A lot of people need this help. There is no other person I would have asked other than Dawn to create this for us, because I know for a fact that she has the ability to deliver on the promises that she's made in this package. And I know she takes them very seriously. And I trust her enough, like I said, to seek her help and her guidance when my own family or I myself need help. And I'm going to be definitely using this package for myself and for my daughters. So please share this information if you would like to. Share the link to the offer page, because the more people that get this protection, the faster we can really help heal the planet. And, of course, we want to help support Dawn also so that she can continue to do this amazing work. So I'm going to take lead from everybody now, and Gretchen is going to help unmute the callers now. Okay, bye-bye.
Bless you, Aaron. Thank you.
All right. Hi, Dawn.
Hi, Gretchen. I feel like I'm with the family.
You are. All righty. So we have a couple hands raised.
Okay.
The first caller, your first three digits are 914. 914, you're unmuted.
Hi, Dawn. Hi, Gretchen. Hi, this is Mary from New York. And hi, Dawn. And I work with a lot of your programs. I love working with you. And so I guess this is just about questions more for the package. So
sure.
I do have a number of your packages. They all work together, right? I imagine it would be fine. And I was going to ask, and I have, if I'm on other people's remote packet healing programs, it still works with theirs too.
Well,
as well.
This is what I designed. Yeah, it's a good question. Yeah, I've really really created my remotes or my packages. So I mean, I just want people to know, if you're going to listen to other people's stuff or on the remote's one thing. I fix that different way, but just listen to the MP3s. At least space my MP3s out about 6 hours between anybody else's. Okay, it's giving. Understand something here. It's giving your body to integrate. Okay, because we don't want to clutter ourselves up with different frequencies, and our body don't know what to do with it. So there's no better, worse, right, or wrong here. It's about honoring what you're doing here and allowing your body to do what it needs to do, is integrate. Okay. Now, as far as the remote work, it's set up where it is totally separately, because I'm running at a whole different frequency, as we all are as healers. We run our own frequency. So you're going to be receiving the frequency of what I bring. So it's not going to clash with somebody else's stuff, because I know in the past I have not offered it this way, but I've been upgraded and also had to change things because I know that other people are doing other remotes. So please note, this is going to be a totally different frequency, and it's going to work harmoniously, whatever you're doing. Again, you'll probably feel my stuff. It's usually I really check in really early and really amp up things if I need to for the group every day. So I'm actually, I don't talk to you individually, everybody, but believe it or not, I'm actually right on it every day. And it's like the first thing I do when I wake up, okay, is really amp up things or shift things if I need to. So does that answer your question, my lovely Mary?
It does, honey. It's so much. And can you pick up a lot of fear on me about this, or because I sometimes I think I'm not afraid.
You're doing good. Yeah,
I am.
Well, I could just feel that you have a lot of compassion of what's going on in the world. I could see that in you. But I don't see. Actually, when you're talking, I look anyway because we're talking. I'm not saying anything because you've really done a lot of work, Mary, and you've done my programs. You might have done somebody else's work in the past. That's one thing that's nice about being part of the family here with Heartache to Joy, is that everybody here has been on the soul journey for many years. So we've probably already been doing a lot of our work. But this is going to help other people around us. Okay, even people we probably don't even talk to. We're talking about, being unselfish and, of course, healing ourselves first, but it's also about raising frequency and vibration of our planet so things can shift, okay? It's happening anyway. There's a lot of awakening on our planet happening right now beyond. But I'm just saying that we're doing our own part, and this is what I like to bring to the planet, is high frequency and really aligning ourselves to who we truly are, and aligning ourselves to our sacred divine blueprint and bringing in our light of who we are beyond our physical realm. And that's why that's where the healing starts. Okay, it's really within us, but of course we're healing our density. And this is what this whole thing is all about: bringing up density in us, so we can actually, like you said, Mary, you're doing really well. I have to say, Mary, I don't see anything. You're pretty much okay with it, and that's good. Yeah. So if you do this program, all it's going to do is just kind of be like an extra insurance policy for you. Okay, because this is something everybody can have for the rest of their life. I don't care if it's COVID-19 or something else that might pop up. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
whatever it is.
That's
it could
the part
it could be a flu virus too. You know what?
Yeah, that's the part that I love, that it covers more. Cause,
well, I'm very neutral. As you know, everybody knows I'm a very neutral healer. Mm-hmm.
Yes, neutral, practical, efficient.
High vibration. I'm just all about really aligning people with their truth. I'm really on this planet to really align people to their soul's calling, what you're here to do, and it's beyond the physical realm. So, and once we could really live in the physical and actually be at our highest state of vibration, that's what the 21-day remote's also going to do, is help you really be at the highest vibration of who you are. So it's going to help your body hold the vibration even after the 21 days. I'm all about empowerment, everybody. I'm not just here. Yes. I want everybody to be able to hold their own vibration of light, okay? So that's what my goal is as well, okay?
Sounds great. And I love all the remote parts. I love all your programs that you've been doing, the remotes that they've been getting me. I love them.
Yes.
I just love the remotes part of everything.
Well, the remotes are very powerful, but people get this misconception sometimes that my remotes are beyond reason, or feeling it or handling it. My remotes are very loving. Okay, so I just want everybody to know I'm only aligning you to the divineness of who you are, and really strengthening that in your being. Okay, so you can actually live that every day and walk around as your own divine planet on planet Earth, and really radiate your own light to the world and heal yourself, of course, and heal everybody just by just being you. So that's all about my work. So thank you, Mary. Thank you so much for being such a support, and I'm so humbled. But I don't really see too much on you today that needs to be worked on.
Good.
Otherwise, I would do it.
Thank you so much.
Well, you're doing okay. You're doing good.
I'll send you a big hug. Thank you, honey.
Love you too. Love you too, Mary.
On your other program. That's your other
bless
program.
Your heart. I mean, I appreciate it, but I just want to know that hopefully it's helping you and you can feel the differences. That's the main thing.
Thank you, sweetheart. Thanks so much.
Much love.
Blessings to everybody. Love. Thank you. Thanks for all you do.
Much love to you, Mary. Thank you.
Bye-bye. Much love. Bye-bye.
Bye, too.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I have a question, Dawn. Is there like a how often should we listen to the MP3s? Every day, or how often do we need to do that?
Well, I just say that they're here in your toolbox, okay? So this is something, like I said, you'll have the rest of your life. Well, if you're going to listen to it once a day, please, not any more than that. You don't need to overkill. It's not going to do anything better for you. So once a day, whatever, morning, I usually like to suggest people listen to any of my work in the morning when you're getting up, when you're not too busy-minded. If you're doing it during the daytime on your lunch break and you're multitasking, please don't do it. Or later in the day when you're unwinding, okay? It doesn't matter what time of the day, but once a day, Gretchen, okay? And I want to mention, it's really important. Unless you have a hearing problem, I understand. You're not going to have earbuds. Maybe you would have earbuds or headphones. If you're deaf, then it still will work too. But if you have good working ears, everybody, if you really want the most benefit of my work, always listen to my work with headphones or earbuds because they're activations, okay? So that's it. And then after a while, you'll get used to the frequencies. And these, if you have something kind of coming up on you, maybe you will put these down for a while in the future. You'll be feeling good. And you'll just go back to them. Maybe it'll be a year down the road from now. This is still going to remain active, okay? The MP3s will. People have had my MP3s for years and use them all the time, okay?
Perfect. Thank you.
Yeah,
all right.
My pleasure.
So our next caller, your first three digits are 231. 231, you are unmuted.
Hello?
Hello?
Hi, can you hear me? Destiny.
We can, yes.
Hi, Dawn.
You're on with Dawn.
Hi, who's this?
Thank you. My name is Destiny.
Hi, Destiny. Have we spoke before?
Yes, actually, yeah, I've been on the healing journey for quite some time now.
Have we worked together in a session in the past? You sound familiar to me.
I don't think that we worked in a session, but I know that I have actually, I've got something going on with my back, like my lower back, like my back right now just feels really stiff and blocked.
Yeah, you have a lot of, I can see you have a lot of deep stuff that wants to be unearthed. Destiny, how old were you when you had this trauma? Was there a car accident or something that happened to you? Or it could be just trauma, but it's like almost like stuck in your back. So did you ever get hurt or anything? Or I can't tell where it's coming from. I could just see density. What was it?
I just feel like the trauma, I feel like the majority of the trauma in my back is like ancestral trauma. And
well, you got a combination
like trauma
there.
From the past, like past life trauma.
Yeah. Has this lifetime been good for you?
This lifetime, it's been okay. Most of the trauma in this lifetime has been when I was a child or an infant.
That's what I'm seeing. Yeah, I'm seeing that. Again, I just see energy. I'm like an X-ray machine. I could see energy in the body, so I hope you don't mind me looking. Okay, so I could just boost out a little bit right now because our call's not about pain, but it is about, we're talking about getting your body up to the highest frequency. So I'll bring in some light. I'll see how much I can clear. You have a lot there because your childhood was not so great, right?
No.
That's right.
It's more like, it's almost in my hips. Like I'll be honest, when I'm walking, it feels like something's trying to hold me back from moving forward.
I see that. Like. It's almost like you have a cord around your waist, right?
Yeah, that's what it feels like. Yes.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, let's bring in some light. We're going to do a little mini healing. This is just a mini healing, okay? So we want you to receive this, okay? Okay. And anybody else on the call who needs this, okay? This is not just for Destiny. Let's bring in the light right now. Receive your highest good. Hey! Did you feel that just release?
I did.
Your upper chakra. Do you feel that? Yes, releasing that. Bringing the light of who you are to your waistline. I'm going to cut this, whatever this noose is. I call it a noose, a cord, whatever, a belt.
Oh,
wow. Let it go. Okay, it's releasing now. Do you feel it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let it go. There's layers to everything, okay? bring your personal power to your feet. Personal power. Okay, take a deep breath. That's a lot of energy coming in. How do you feel with that? Can you feel the shifting?
I am. I literally felt like everything was stuck up high, and then you're releasing it down so that I can actually pull it down into my feet.
Well, I just released the cord around your waist too. That was there. I don't know how deep that goes, but I did release it. Can you feel there's a sense of lightening up in your waistline? Around your hips?
Do. I feel it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So it's nothing
nice.
magical.
Thank you.
I just brought in high frequency because that's what I do. I bring high frequency into everything I do, including my remote healing. So you're getting a taste of the frequencies of what I bring in, which are really, truly from the divine creator. It's beyond this planet. It's beyond our physical, rational mind. And I just unearthed, and this is what we're talking about today, unearthing some deep, dense energies within ourselves, which will also be part of this program. And again, it could be fear. We don't know. You've had a pretty rough road early on. I could see that. So a lot of this is just stuff that your inner child really, in some ways, kind of pushed down low to survive life. And you understand what I'm saying.
I do.
So it's just part of the process of you doing your work right now, which is a blessing. And I was able to share some of that with you. And I hope you can feel there's a sense of expansion happening with you right now, and there's a lot more energy coming in. You're actually breathing deeper. Can you feel that?
Yeah. Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
Well, that's a mini session. I mean, I only worked on you, 2 minutes, maybe a minute. So this is a part of what I'm doing. So, Destiny, I'm just glad that you're here and you got the gift of what needed to be happening, which is an activation. Oh, my pleasure. And I can hear it in your voice. So just enjoy it. Please know that the energy will continue beyond this short mini session, and drink some water because your body will probably be unearthing more energy throughout the day. So I hope you're okay with that.
Yes, thank you, my dear. Thank you so much.
My pleasure. Nice to meet you again. I want you to enjoy your energy because that's the energy of you. Really, truly you. Okay?
Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thanks, Destiny.
Blessings. Always. Thank you, Destiny.
All right. Okay.
So I'm bringing in high frequency, Gretchen, to the calls, which is what I bring to everything. So this is why people are going to get a taste of what I bring as far as my MP3s and also my remote healing, okay?
Awesome. Thank you for that.
Yes.
All right. Our next caller, your first 3 digits are 317. 317, you are unmuted.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Hi.
Hi. Hi. This is Julie from Indiana, and I have not taken the vaccine because I have a couple of autoimmune conditions, and I haven't responded well to the flu vaccine and different things. But my job is now mandating that I get a vaccine, and I was wondering if you could look at my immune system to see if it would be able to handle one of the mRNA type vaccines.
Well, it's also about what you're lined up to internally. So if anything, if there's some, I could sense there's some fear there with you, uncertainty, and that's and that's kind of a wobbliness. I don't know. I know a lot of things. I'm not going to bring in right or wrong here with everybody because this is not why I'm here today. Okay, I'm supporting people who have taken the vaccine, and I'm here to support people who have not. It's about really aligning ourselves to our truth. Right now, your energy or yourself's a little wobbly, so I think the fear clearing would help you tremendously, and I could do a little fear clearing on now so you have a certainty of what you're going to do because, regardless if you can actually be in some peace and decide to do it, it's all about really knowing and trusting that whatever decision you make, you're going to be fine, okay? And that's what I bring is the stability. And I could bring in some of your light to you right now, okay, because you're kind of a little bit wobbly, okay?
Okay.
That good with you?
Yes. Oh, yes. Uh-huh.
Now, and I know that there's a lot of places out there that are changing their rules. You might want to stay up on it for a while. Companies and stuff that are actually, some did and then some are not. So there's a lot of things changing right now. So I don't know how long you can wait for that, but that's up to you. Your soul is just mentioning that just to see what happens as long as you can. But if you can't, then it's fine. But let's go ahead and line you right now so you know beyond a shadow of a doubt what decision you need to make, okay, for you, okay?
Right.
All right. So, Julie, have we worked together before? No. No?
I've talked to you on this.
You sound familiar. Did I work on you before? Was it just the mini healings, right?
Mini, yes.
Okay, we're going to do another mini healing. Well, you benefit, so this is great. Okay, let's go ahead and bring in the light to your crown chakra. Did you feel my energy in the past when I worked on you?
Yes.
Okay, well, you're going to feel this. Okay, we're going to bring in you. So we're going to bring in your personal power and light. So this way, even when we get off the phone, you could sit with this for a day or so and see how you feel, okay?
Okay.
Ready? Okay, let's do that right now. Imagine light above your head. I'm going to clear out this density in the sphere. So let's do that right now. Okay, I just released the heavy energy again. Can you feel that? Let it go. This COVID morphic field, it's like almost like we get entangled with it when we kind of have some deep fears in us. So we're clearing that out of you first. Around your head, you might feel some lightness happening. Clearing out some fear out of your stomach right now. Are you feeling something starting to move in your lower stomach? Energy is moving up and out. Can you feel that starting to happen right now, Julie? I'm still working.
Yes, I can.
Okay, let's let it go. Okay, we're clearing out the fear right now. Bringing more of your personal power and light into your body of knowing what you need to do. You'll just have a knowingness to know what you need to do, whatever your next step is. Just coming down to your feet right now. Okay, how do you take a deep breath and tell me how you're starting to feel?
I feel a little lightheaded, and my feet are throbbing a little bit, so I can feel it.
Well, your light is coming in right now, which could be a little lightheaded because it's high frequency of you. It's your soul, and with bringing more of your light to your body, it creates more of a like a knowingness or just okayness. You know what I mean? Like everything's going to be okay. And your soul's going to support your decision no matter what, because I'm a soul reader. Your soul tells me that whatever decision you are, you're going to be okay, but you need to believe that, okay? You need to trust and believe that, okay? Because your soul is telling me that right now. Whatever, because I could feel the wobbliness. I just kind of brought in more stability to you. That's what I'm trying to do, bring in more of your light. So whatever decision you make, you trust on it. But feel your body. I'm not trying to put words in your mouth, but I'm actually bringing a lot of energy. It's just coming in now. It's trickling a little bit more than before. And that's going to work with you all day long. So you just trust and see what happens. This is like it's like an activation, but it's like an upgrade, okay, that you really needed right now during this time. Can you feel there's sense of expansion happening, and you're actually breathing a little deeper? I can see that.
Yeah, I am definitely breathing deeper. My heart feels a little more expanded. Yes.
Yeah, and of course, some density might come up in you. Again, we're talking about fear, but there might be some deep fears that you may not be aware of that. You could pick up from your family or the world. Who knows? This lifetime, I'm not asking you how old you are, but just allow that to come up, because that's what I wanted to get out of you, is just kind of unearth some of these deep fears that keep us contracted at a low vibration of density, okay? So that's going to help you tremendously, okay?
Oh, thank you so much, Dawn. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I just kind of did a good little revive on your whole energy system. So I'm glad I was able to share my gift with you again, and thank you for being here, okay? I really appreciate you being here, Julie. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks,
Have a blessed day. You too.
All right. Okay, so our next caller, your first three digits are 717. 717, you are unmuted.
Hello, Gretchen. Hello, Dawn. My name is
Hello.
Diane. Hi.
How can I serve you, Diane?
I'm calling because I have this chronic gut issues. I just can't seem to get anything to be better with him, and I have a lot of inflammation, and I probably carry a lot of fear too. So I didn't know if you could give me any help on that.
Well, I could give you a little mini boost, but you're on the right call because this is what we're talking about today. So you're definitely here for the right call today. If you decide this will help you as well, the program. But let's go ahead. Diane, have we spoke before, or have I worked with you, or no, in the past?
Yes, I have 2-year programs prior over the years. So yes.
Okay, cool. Have they helped you? Have they helped you at all on any level?
Yes, they have.
Okay, cool. Okay, so Diane, yes, you have a lot of dense energy. So again, this must be trauma day. You had some early on too, right? I actually feel like some of it happened later on too in your life. Is that true?
Yes, correct.
Yeah. So let's just kind of. Yeah, there's just some density, and again, this is a time of change, so we're just going to bring in some high vibration light of who you are into your body. We're going to unearth whatever's ready to be released right now. This is what we're talking about even today, and fear, and there's a lot of dense, sadness and fear, but let's see what we can do in a few minutes. You ready, Diane, to feel your light, your high frequency?
Yes.
Ready?
Yes.
Okay, so let's begin. Just imagine the divine creator, God source above your head, as I start making some sounds. Let's do that right now. Okay, I just released some energy there. That's good. Did you feel that?
Yes.
Okay, good. That just needed to be released. Just releasing some out of your lower chakras. Bring every age of you, your inner child back in your heart from birth to where you're at now. Bring your light to your feet, your personal power. Oh, beautiful. Take a deep breath and tell me how that feels, or starting to feel, I should say.
Starting to feel lighter. Like a releasing.
It's releasing that dense energy we're talking about right in the lower chakras. I try to clear as much as I can, but it is releasing. Now, it got a little stuck. That's okay. It's actually on its way out, and your energy was not grounded before, so you can feel that energy, maybe some tingling in your feet or something that you didn't have before. That's your personal power and your light of who you are. This is called aligning yourself to your sacred divine blueprint of who you are, and I bring your frequency of who you are, your soul, into your body. And that's what I'm doing here, because that's how our bodies can really heal quickly, when we have our body, our mind, and our spirit together, and that's what I bring in everything I do. So can you feel that sense of what you didn't feel before? Now you're feeling more expanded, a little bit more movement in you, and you're actually breathing deeper, and you probably starting to feel a little bit lighter, because it's still clearing, okay?
Yes, I can feel there's a whole bunch of things going on, definitely.
Yeah, there is. But it's a gift and a blessing, like I said, no coincidence that you were picked today. But this is what I want to say, what I bring. So I just want you to enjoy your energy. There's no magic energy that I bring here. It's really you, okay? I'm bringing you back to your true self and your true state of health and well-being is really what I'm doing here, and that's what I do. So enjoy this. Now, this energy, drink some water, because your soul, your higher self is telling me that you need to drink some water for the next few days, because your body will be unearthing some energies, okay? So just be aware of that, okay? Might be some trapped emotions, so if there's trapped emotions, don't get caught in it, just let it go, okay? Just know it's old stuff, it's just leaving, okay?
Okay. Thank you very much.
Diane,
appreciate it.
Bless you, bless you, bless you. Thank you for being here.
All right. So hands keep popping up. I'm going to take one more caller, because we do want to honor Dawn's time since you've been here for 2 hours with us. So let's take one more caller. Your first 3 digits are 303. 303. You are unmuted.
Hi. It's Tracy. Hello, Dawn. Thank you, Gretchen. I feel so lucky. I got hung up and then I had to recall in and press star 2 again. So I thank you for calling me.
Hi, Tracy. How can I serve you today?
Hi. So my question is regarding this package. And by the way, I'm really familiar with you, Dawn, and I have another package, and I listen to one every day. Every day I'm an athlete, and I just listen to one of the segments every day to keep my athletics going and competing going and everything else. So, but my question is regarding this package, and I am in the medical field, but I don't necessarily have fear around COVID. And I will just say I am not vaccinated, but I am in the medical field. I don't actually have fear around COVID, but I do have a lot of stress in my life from other areas that my spouse is dealing with. And is that fear affecting my immune system, which I'm assuming it is? Or do you feel that it's not? You know, and then would this package actually, even though it's not, my fear's not around COVID, I feel like I'm strong enough, regardless of what happens with the disease process. But would I still benefit from it from other areas, or are my other packages kind of helping me?
No,
with
I'm
all
not.
That stuff?
And again, I'm just telling you the truth. This is going to help you for the rest of your life because it also addresses just inflammation of the body, your body just being at its highest vibration of health. So again, you don't have to have COVID or, this is for anything. Who knows what's going to happen in our future? I mean, we can catch a cold. So this is going to help you with anything. Okay. So I put a lot of thought into this. Okay. Like I said, I meditated on this a week before I even decided what I was going to do because I had to get the okay from my higher self. Okay. But it's not about this. You are an empath. Okay, Tracy, I'm just going to tell you, you're sensitive, right?
Yes, very.
Let's just bring in a little light for you right now to clear out this little bit of wishy-washiness. You ready?
Mhm.
You ready? Have I worked on you before? Yeah.
Yes, I am ready too.
Okay, good. Just receive this. Yes. Your soul knows. Your higher self knows what you need. So let's bring it in. Let's receive this right now.
All right. Thank you.
Let's receive. Okay, that just left. You felt that.
Yes.
All parts of you that are kind of scattered, we're just going to bring you all back into your heart so you have a knowingness and whatever you need to do, clearing out anybody else's energy, easy and effortless from your energetic or physical body. It's leaving now. And your personal power is coming to your feet again right now. Okay, Tracy, a lot of light's coming in. I just released a lot of energy. Take a deep breath and tell me how you're feeling.
I feel great. I love your work so much. So,
I'm just bringing you back to who you truly are. That's all I'm doing. And when you're really at your highest vibration of who you are, you're a powerhouse. You're healthy. That's really pure health. So I'm not saying we have little issues, but for you, I just kind of cleared out that wobbliness. You feel there's more more flow and okayness with now?
Yes. Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Just more of you. Yeah, just brought in your light. So that's it's expanding in you right now. I can see it. It's just starting to clear out more. It's expanding. It's opening your lungs. It's opening your heart. It's just bringing really your true power. It's your really beautiful divine light of who you are. It's your old soul, beautiful soul, and you're an empath. So now you're not going to take on everybody's unconscious stuff because that's all about this as well. The unconsciousness of the world. And sometimes when you're empathic, you do your best, but we're just loving beings. I'm one myself.
We are, especially when it's somebody in your house. And when it's somebody in your house,
exactly.
How do you not take that
and you care about them. You care about them.
Yes.
It's dear to you. It's deep. It's part of you. It's a connection. So by you keeping your vibration at the highest vibration will help them, even if they're not ready to be the high vibration person that you are. but it helps everybody else around us in our household and beyond into the world in your daily life, whatever you do. And bless your heart for helping others. It sounds like you're helping others, too, as far as what your work is. So, Tracy, I just did a lot of work, so I just want you to enjoy your energy, and I'm glad that Gretchen picked you because, you know, this little extra boost will really help you make, whatever choices, clear out whatever it is that's there, that's kind of, sort of, and there that was kind of bothering you, and that's what's happening right now.
Yes.
So there's more of a clarity
Yes.
in whatever you need to do for your future and whatever your next steps are, okay?
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you, both of you.
My pleasure.
Thank you, Tracy.
Tracy, thank you, too.
Awesome.
Bless you.
Awesome.
Okay.
All right, Dawn. What a fabulous call. I just absolutely love this call today as well as the offer because you're not shoving anything down anybody's throat.
No.
Like, believe this, believe that, because it is such a personal decision. And this offer is for that, no matter what your decision is. So I just personally like that because I feel like these days it's so hard to get into a conversation with people about this.
Oh, yeah.
It's so difficult. But you did such a great job by putting this together and such a fabulous call. So thank you, Dawn, for all that you do.
Yeah. My pleasure. I'm so grateful to be here, and I'm here to bring my gifts and assist humanity, and thank you for always bringing me back to your soul family, Gretchen, with you and Aram. I'm so happy to be here and helping others as well. And I want to thank everybody who was on the call today, who participated, and maybe if you didn't talk to me, I hope that you received the energy anyway. We did a really, I think, a very powerful group process, so you can always come back to that later if you choose to. But otherwise, I'm always just glad to be here with you, Gretchen.
You too, Dawn. And guys, I know there's some questions about the add-on. If you email support@fromheartache2joy.com, Chris will be able to give you that direct link to purchase the add-on if you didn't yet. Or if you have any other questions, you can email support for those questions as well. So, Dawn, anything you want to share before we end today's call?
Yeah, I just want to wish everybody I want to send love to everybody here and just know our planet, just with us being in our true power, and that's what we did today. We did a really good process. Really radiating our truth and who we are is really going to help heal ourselves, but also heal the planet. And there's a lot of good changing on our planet now beyond what everybody else. So I just tell people, just try to stay within your own truth and try not to get too caught up on your neighbors, whatever they believe. And if people are, not speaking truth to what's true to you, just use your own discernment, everybody. It's about using your own discernment and really following what's really true in your heart. So regardless if you take the shot or not, that's up to you. I'm not here to say anything about negatively. I'm just all about here of just really helping you remember who you truly are, okay? We're all divine beings, we're all created from the same God creator, and we are all perfect as we are. So thank you, Gretchen. Thank you, everybody, for being here, and I'm glad I was able to share my gifts with everybody. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Dawn, and thank you, everybody, for being here. I appreciate all of you and appreciate you, Dawn. Have a wonderful day, everyone. Have a great day, Dawn.